So welcome back to my system design series, and today we are going to discuss about one of the interesting and most useful topics, that is the merits of schemas. So if you haven't watched the previous videos, then kindly watch that, because this video will also have the same concepts which were explained before to understand the current topic in better way. Schemas plays a huge role in encoding the data efficiently and keeping our systems organized. Whether you are a pro or a beginner, understanding the schemas will help you to build better and more scalable systems. But wait, what is schema? Why is it important? And how do tools like Protocol Buffers and Avro come into the play? We are going to cover all of that and more with the examples that are easy to understand and are relatable. So, this is how the schema will look like. A schema is basically a blueprint. It is a way to define the structure of your data. Here you can see the structure would look like the first name is the field name and it is having a data type as varchar. So it is a way of defining the data, like specifying which fields your data will have and what types that data field can hold. For example, let's say you are working on a delivery app and you will need to store the data like restaurant name of type having the string, delivery fee where the data type is a number, and estimated delivery time where the data type is another number. So your schema would look something like this. The schema ensures that your app knows what kind of data to expect and how to process it. Okay, so why do we need schemas? Can't we just store the data however we like? Well, schema give us structure and consistency. They ensure that everyone from developers to databases is speaking the same language. For example, when your application receives the data, it knows exactly how to interpret it. And when you are debugging, schemas make it easier to find and fix errors. Okay, so here is an analogy. Imagine trying to assemble Ikea furniture without the instruction manual. And that is what working without schemas look like. Confusing and chaotic. So let's discuss how using schemas in your system has several advantages. So first is compact data representation. Okay. Binary formats like protobuf and avro are much smaller than JSON or XML. For example, instead of sending the field name with every piece of data, binary formats just send the data itself. And this can send ton of bandwidth and storage. Okay. Second is self documentation of data. Your schema acts as a form of documentation. Developers can look at the schema and immediately understand the data structure. Schema must match the data for decoding to work. So it is always up to date. Okay, so another is forward and backward compatibility. Have you ever updated your application and found out that the old data is not working in the newer update? With schemas, you can avoid that. Tools like Avro and Schema support this kind of schema evolution, meaning you can add new fields or change the existing ones without breaking older versions. Okay. So fourth is code generation. If you are using the statically typed programming language like Java or C++, you can generate the classes directly from the schema. This means fewer bugs and better compile time checks. Okay, so let's go back to our food delivery app. Imagine you are sending the order data from front end to back end. And here is how you do it with Protobuf. First is you have to define your schema. Here you can see we have the restaurant name, delivery fee, estimated delivery time, having the data types, and we are sending the values. And this is our food order. And now we are serializing our data on the front end by doing order.serialize to string. After that, we will send the serialized data to the backend, and on the backend we will deserialize it, which will give the output as pizza paris. This process ensures that the data is compact, consistent, and easy to work with. But of course, schemas are not perfect. Here are few challenges. First challenge is learning curve. Tools like Protobuf and Avro have their own syntax and learning them might take little bit of time. Second is overhead. If your use case is simple like logging events, schemas might be overkill. Third, complexity in evolution. While schema evolution is possible, it still requires careful planning to avoid breaking changes. Okay, so what we have learned today, schemas are powerful tool for structuring the data, enabling efficient communication and ensuring compatibility over time. Tools like protocol buffers, Avro or Thrift make it easier to work with schemas, providing benefits like compact data representation, self documentation, and code generation. Before we wrap up, here is a quick thought. If you are working on the project which involves lot of data exchange or integration between systems, consider using the schema based approach. It might seem like extra work front up, but it will save you lot of headaches in the long run. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you find this video helpful, then please make sure you subscribe to this channel, like this video and share it with your friends. And do let me know in the comments if you have any doubts or any suggestions. Thank you so much for watching.